Opera training plays an essential role in the vocal studies division. We actually offer a wide variety of operatic experiences, from standard repertoire, done in a traditional manner, to the most contemporary pieces and cutting-edge performances that we produce in alternative venues here on campus and throughout Cleveland.
As students, we're all here to learn and to figure out the process. And I think at Oberlin, they are all about the process, which is a really good thing because it teaches us the tools necessary to be successful.
We are looking for a complete musician. We're not necessarily looking for someone who has technique or a beautiful voice. We're looking for someone who can actually access the modern music and perform it with exactitude. We're trying to create a musician who is going to fit into the evolving world of opera as it's going to be 10 to 15 years from now.
The most rewarding part of this process is the rehearsal process. We have rehearsal with our director, Jonathan Field, and our conductor, and with everyone else in the cast. And it's just really just working through these characters and singing the music and rehearsing and acting and combining all the elements of opera in one, which is very hard and takes a lot of energy. And then once that is all engraved, we start going on stage and then adding costumes and adding a full orchestra. And I think that is scary, but it's also just a rush, and it's like you're on a wave and the wave is gonna go whether you're riding it or not. As an opera singer and as a performer, you learn how to ride that wave. And I think that is one of the joys and one of the best gifts that we could receive.
We have a huge focus on vocal health here, which is super important because a lot of singers will try and do something that they're not ready for. But our professors are very careful to make sure that we don't take on anything that they don't think we're ready to take on yet. They encourage you to step outside of your comfort zone, but they also are very careful to not let you step too far to the point where you would hurt yourself. So I think the entire program is very focused on helping you to get ready for these bigger roles.
You want to find a school or program that will give you safe but challenging performance opportunities, so you can actually get on stage and work your way through a rehearsal process, because there's really no substitute.
We have opera theater courses that we enroll in second year, which is scene work, which is helpful because it teaches you how to delve into character study and how to sing this literature in a healthy way without having so much of it to do at once. All the while you take these classes, you are expected to be progressing in your private studies and strengthening your technique to prepare you for these major roles.
I think something that makes Oberlin very special is the way that we care about the details. And so from the costumes fitting us perfectly to us having a wig specialist come in for this production of Le Notte di Figaro, it really heightens the stakes, I think, for me as a performer on stage. It makes everything real. It feels like I'm in a young artist program and I'm performing a real production of one of Mozart's most beloved pieces. And I think that just goes to show how much we care about this artwork and this art form. All of this just brings the show to life.
When you have an opera singer who has really been trained well, they can not only research the part, but they can sound the part. They are musically correct. They have a fluid understanding of the language which they are pronouncing impeccably. They move well, and they can create compelling characterizations on stage. And that is different than any other vocalist. Even if they don't become professional opera singers for the rest of their life, they're set up and trained to hit a certain level of excellence, and that training will carry them on.
Even after opening night, we're still looking forward to getting notes because there's always things you can fix. And Jonathan Field always says, it's always a work in progress. And so I feel like Oberlin has given me so many tools that are necessary for a successful career. I feel like I'm called to do something greater than myself, and just all the while doing it with people that you love and that you care about is such a special opportunity to have.